Hi, I'm Charles. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about invitations for games. You might remember that invitations are one of the 3 additional growth channels that Facebook provides you in addition to using the App Store. And they're one of the most important ways that you can use to get your users of your game to invite their friends to actually use your app. Now, you might remember from our introductory video that invitations are what you want to send when someone's first building their engagement with your game. As they play more and more, you want to connect them to other people and eventually invite them to have their friends who aren't already players of your game to join them. So let's talk a little bit more about how you can do that. The key to building a great invitation experience is to focus on the actual dialogue that you're going to show a person when you want them to actually play the game. What does that mean? Well, let's say you're involved in a game and someone's going to start a new thing, or they want to form a clan, or they need to engage with another user. You're inevitably going to show something called an invitation dialogue, and that dialogue is going to list other people they can engage with. The way that you show people in this dialogue, the order, and the kind of information has a huge impact on how people will actually play your game and how many people they will invite. So there's 3 groups of people that you typically want to connect a user to through this invitations dialogue. Let's go through each of them in order. The first person that you want to help someone connect with is other friends from Facebook who are already playing the game. If I've just started this game, I don't know anything about it, but I know that my friend who I know from Facebook plays the game, I'm probably going to want to connect to them. That's the first person who I'll know and feel the most safe connecting to. If I don't know somebody there, the next person you want to connect me to are other players in the game who are not my friends. Now, this is something that most people don't think about because you'd imagine that if I don't have friends, I want to get other friends from Facebook. The fact is, usually when I'm starting a game, I don't know anything about it. I'm not really sure if I'm ready to tell my friends about it. And so you want to get people connected with other players who can guide them along and help them become experts. So that's why you want to connect them with other players who are not their friends. Now, the way you do this is you want to show not just the name of these friends, but also some context. And this is another place where you can use Facebook data to help improve your improve your invitation. For example, in this dialogue, we're actually showing some information about the person that they're connecting with, that they're also a speed chess player, or maybe that they share some interests, or maybe that they're a similar level, something that will give that person a reason to connect with this other player, even though they don't know anything else about them. Once you've gotten through those 2 levels, once someone has started to engage with the game, it's only then that you actually want to connect them to additional friends who are not existing players of the game. If you do this, you're going to find that you'll have a much higher rate of people actually inviting their friends than you would otherwise because you waited until they felt comfortable with your game before they actually tried to engage, actually had to go ask their friends about it. So you want to add that as an extra option. And that, of course, is where you'd want to pull in all of the friend lists from Facebook and then use that as the way that you help people find friends quickly that would also want to play the game. So that's a little bit more detail on how you would want to use invitations to increase engagement in your game. Remember, you want to invite users to connect with existing users of your game first, especially friends. Start with that group so that they can build some relevance and knowledge about your game before they have to go recommend you to someone else. When you're connecting people to other players in the game that they don't know, try to show them some context. Give them some information about that player so that they can choose between these people and find someone that they'd want to engage with. And finally, after you've done all that, then you can invite new users who are not to the game, who are friends, but haven't played the game before. And that's definitely the place you want to pull in your Facebook friends and use that to make the selection process very smooth.